Hello, everybody. So this is week 3. I am going to do something a little bit different. I think there's a consensus among some of the online students that they're in an online course and they don't have time to watch the lectures. I tried to do the last one really quickly, but sometimes it gets a little bit hard to get all the information in on the PowerPoint. So I will continue to make sure that you guys have the PowerPoints. And if for any reason there's like a majority who want me to do a lecture over the PowerPoints, I can totally do that. I just don't want people who are specifically taking an online course to feel like there's something else that they have to add to their course load. So we're going to try this. I'm doing this with another class and it seems to be working a little bit better. So we're going to see what happens. So this week is chapter 2 of our culture. So your first assignment is read chapter 2. The PowerPoint will also be up there so that you will have that. We only have 2 things due this week. The first one is the library EBSCO host assignment. It's for 50 points. It's due by September 9th at 11:59. I'm going to say I have one other class that has already done this. There are a few issues with basically people not understanding the instructions. I've tried to make them as clear as possible. This assignment is just to get you familiar with what the library has on their site so that you're able to maneuver the library because eventually in this, we will have research papers due. In your college career, you're going to have many research papers due. And if you, for the amount of time you're here at NEO, you'll be able to maneuver that site. EBSCOhost is a really good resource when you need to do research papers because you can go online to Yahoo or Google or whatever and type in what you want, but you also get a bunch of stuff that you don't need. If you go into EBSCO, you're able to specifically put in what you want. You can say, journals or, different kind of articles, magazines, whatever, peer-reviewed papers that a lot of classes require. You can get in there and those are what you get. That's just it. You don't get all the other junk. So being able to get into the library site, there's one question that will be on the e-library. Once you get there, that was just so that you know where the e-library is. And that is actually, it not only has educational stuff, but it has free books that you can check out. And I thought that was really helpful. Also, when you get into the resources, you will be going through a short, it's not very long, but it is quite a few steps, but each section is only a couple minutes, but it also is a video showing you exactly what to do in any situation that you might need the library site for. So if you go through that, watch the little videos, you will get all the answers to this assignment. I know that 50 points is kind of a big deal. And the reason I made it 50 points is because it's not a long assignment, but making sure that you methodically go in and do exactly what I want you to do the online tour. I feel like you're able to do that, get the answers, and then if you want to, you can search around and, find your own way around. I just think it's the libraries of whatever college you're at, some of them are huge. Their online presence for a library is huge. NEO's is much smaller, but they have the capability to get you anything that you need. So I want you to be familiar with that. If you want to email them and say, hey, I need this, I want you to know what you need to, if you need to do this, that it's there. So that's why we're doing this assignment. And it's not hard. It's very simple. Once you get to the EBSCO site, you will need to have a username and password, which will be on the instructions. So make sure when you get there, you don't, feel like you need, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It's on the instructions. The instructions are pretty clear. If you do have issues with it, just, send me an email and I can make sure I can try to get you out of that. So that's our big one. We will have that, your discussion post, as I said. Make sure you post by Wednesday so that you can repost to somebody else. I will say that most everybody has went above and beyond on the discussion posts. There have been a few that have not followed the rubric, and I hate for something, and I know that not everybody, like I said, we've done the whole, what do you feel about discussion posts? A lot of people like them, a lot of people don't. But for an online course, they're a necessity. It's me being able to see how you are progressing, if you're understanding some of the topics that we're doing. So, like I said, some people have done amazing. Being able to take something about football and understand what I want in terms of, sociological imagination or sociological factors. A lot of people they did amazing. But you need to make sure, even if it's, one of those that you're not engaged in, I've tried to make sure that if I do something that not everybody likes sports. I get that. I'm not a sports person, but try to do something that appeals to most people. But if there isn't, I've tried to make sure that there are other things that you could do. I'll try to make sure that that is in every discussion post so you can kind of relate to that. Just make sure that if you've done, a tremendous job on your initial post and then you just put, I agree to someone else's, I can't give you the full 10 points. And that stinks. So I don't want to do that. So, and I don't expect you to write a book, to another student, but I do help, I do want you to respond in a way that, says that you understand what they've said and that I'm able to, okay, the rubric says this, you guys did this, I can give you the points. So that's all that you guys have to do this week. As long as you're reading the chapters, you will be able to keep up on what you need to know for the exams that will be coming up. If you don't read the chapters, it's going to be, you'll get to the last minute and then you're going to feel like you have to cram, and that's not a good way to do it. So those are the two things that we have to do this week. Neither one of them are a big deal. Just make sure you don't wait to the last minute to do it. And if you guys have any questions, just let me know. I probably won't respond to emails for the next couple of days because it's a long weekend, but I probably will on Monday. So, and none of this is due until next Friday. So if you want to do it this weekend, that's great. I won't answer questions until probably next Monday by email. So if you need anything, just let me know, and good luck.